Hello and welcome to the fight of the century. This battle is between the great Aston Martin DB5s from James Bond. In the left corner, we have the Hot Wheels Elite. And in the right corner, we have the Autoart version. Which one will take the victory? Stay tuned to get the answer.
Hey everyone, HappyDude here and welcome to the channel. So, at the end of this video, I will have to decide which one I'm going to sell because I can't keep all my model cars. So, let's jump straight away into the comparison. On the left side we have the Hot Wheels Elite and on the right side we have the Autoart. And straight from the get-go I can already see a lot of big differences. To begin with the color, the Hot Wheels is a bit darker. The right one is lighter and a bit more silvery.
It's a bit hard to tell, but I think the Autoart is the correct color.
And also the intake on the hood is a lot bigger on the Hot Wheels version.
Yeah, the gap on the Hot Wheels version is definitely a bit too big.
And also the paint job on the Autoart looks a bit better. It looks very realistic for the scale. Okay, now what about the weight? First, the Autoart that weighs 585 gram or 20.7 ounce. And now the Hot Wheels that feels a lot heavier. Oh wow, 27.3 ounce and 775 gram. Now, even though the Hot Wheels version feels a lot heavier, it looks smaller to me. So let's take a look. The Hot Wheels is just under 25 centimeters long and 7 centimeters high and 9 centimeters wide. Okay, and now the Autoart. That one is just under 25.5 centimeters, so it's half a centimeter longer than the Hot Wheels. And it's not higher, but a bit lower. It's just under 7 centimeters. And it's also a tiny bit wider. It's 9.4 centimeters wide. And both cars don't have any spring action. And the Hot Wheels cracks a bit more. And the roll test, ooh, that's very smooth on the Autoart. The Hot Wheels is a bit rougher and makes a bit more noise. And this is the underside for the Hot Wheels. Not bad, but not great either. And this is the underside for the Autoart. As you can see, a lot more detail. It looks like a real car. Even the bottom here has texture. Wow, amazing. And it also has brakes. Okay, let's stay focused on the front. So, the headlights have a lot more detail on the Autoart, as you can see. And the number plate is about the same size, but the letters are bigger on the Autoart version. And yes, you can change them on the two versions. They're exactly the same.
Now pay attention, please. Windscreen bulletproof, as are the side and the rear windows. Revolving number plates naturally. Valid all countries. Here's a nice little transmitting device called a Homer. You prime it by pressing that back like this.
And they both can open up the indicator to see the little gun, but on the Hot Wheels it's easier to open and close because it's on a very little hinge here. But that also means that it can fall open, and it's also very easy to break off. On the Autoart version, it is secured with a little pin, so it clicks in, and it's not on a hinge but a tiny little metal cable, so that's why it can move in all directions. It's a bit harder to close, but it's more secure and also safer. And here you can see the little gun on the Autoart. It's a bit smaller but more to scale on the Autoart, and it's a bit more tricky to get it out. You can also pull out the guards here on both versions, as you can see. It's a lot easier to do on the Hot Wheels version. It's a lot tighter on the Autoart. So the front bumper is a lot thicker and sticks out more on the Hot Wheels version. On the Autoart it's a lot thinner and it's the correct size, so it's a lot more to scale on the Autoart. And because the Hot Wheels version has that little hinge here for the indicator, we have this piece right here. We don't have that on the Autoart, so that looks a lot cleaner and also a lot more correct.
And here's the real car again for comparison.
Okay, now let's do the side view. So you can clearly see that the Hot Wheels version has a different roofline than on the Autoart. The Autoart looks a lot more correct, and also the window on the Hot Wheels is half open. That makes it a bit easier to open the door, and on the Autoart it's closed. And also the trimming, like on this side panel, is a lot more to scale than on the Hot Wheels, and it's the same for the trimming on the windows here. As you can see, on the Autoart it looks a lot better. And then we have the tires and wheels. On the Hot Wheels version they are a tiny bit bigger than on the Autoart, and that makes it look a bit weird. And here's a close-up of the rear wheel and tire of the Hot Wheels, and we can extract this little piece here to puncture tires. Now the wheel and tire looks a lot more detailed on the Autoart, and the tire also feels just like a real tire really. And we can also extract the middle piece, and it goes out a lot further than on the Hot Wheels version, as you can see. And it's the middle piece that goes out. It's not the whole lug nut.
Are you all right? Here, let me help you. You know you're lucky to be alive.
And now we arrived at the rear of the cars, and it's the same story for the number plates here, and both can turn. The exhaust has a bit more detail on the Autoart, as you can see. It's also nice and shiny, and the indicator here on the Hot Wheels is in the wrong place. It should be here on top, like on the Autoart.
Here you can see the rear of a real DB5.
And you can also open it up as you can see here on the Autoart, to let the oil out. You can't do that on the Hot Wheels version. And the rear bumper is more to scale on the Autoart than on the Hot Wheels version, and it's a bit more shinier, but that's because it's brand new. Also, this little red light here has more detail and it's more to scale on the Autoart. Both cars can also extract the guards here on the rear bumper, and again it's a bit more easy on the Hot Wheels, but that's because it's a lot bigger also. And the reason the trunk lid looks a bit weird on the Hot Wheels version is because the shield is spring-loaded. That's very cool. On the Autoart it looks more correct, but it is not spring-loaded. We have to push it out. That's not very cool. And then we can pull it out, and it's the correct size, just like in the movie. On the Hot Wheels version you can still shoot the driver. And on the Autoart it's made out of metal, and on the Hot Wheels it's plastic. Oh, the Hot Wheels has a much heavier trunk. That's because of the spring mechanism. The Autoart is a lot lighter and opens up a lot more. And there's no extra details in the Hot Wheels, but look at what we have in the Autoart. The tank for the smoke and the oil is in there, the pressure tank, and even the tubes for the smoke and oil. That's just unbelievable. They've actually built that in there. Very surprised by that. Okay, now let's move to the engine bay. I'm very curious for that. So first, the Hot Wheels version. There we go. Oh, that doesn't stay open. I'm going to use this air cleaner. Oh yes, that will work nicely. Let's see what the Autoart does. Yes, that stays open. Now, on first glance, they look about the same, but if we take a closer look, you will see that the Autoart has a lot more detail than on the Hot Wheels version. Take a look at this air filter right here. And now, look at the Autoart. And it's the same for all the other stuff in the engine bay. And I've just noticed that the Autoart has little hinges here over the hood to let it stay open. Wow, that's a lot of detail. I missed that in my review for the Autoart. And now it's time for the interior. The Hot Wheels version has automatic closing doors. Very cool, but very annoying to open. The Autoart doesn't have that, and also the doors open up a lot more than on the Hot Wheels version. Okay, now take a look at the door panel. It's a lot more detailed on the Autoart. And believe it or not, the Autoart actually has a door panel here that opens up, and then you will see that there's a phone inside, and you can also take it out. You can see that on my big review of the car. And the roof panel is a lot bigger on the Hot Wheels. It's also made out of metal. On the Autoart it's a bit smaller, but it's made out of plastic. But then if we take a look at the details here inside, it's not bad at all on the Hot Wheels, as you can see. But if we take a look at the Autoart, not only has it a lot more detail, but it's also a lot more correct to the movie itself.
On the dashboard here, audio visual range 150 miles.
Ingenious, useful too. Allow a man to stop off for a quick one en route.
It has not been perfected out of years of patient research entirely for that purpose, 007.
Let's take a peep inside through the door. First the Hot Wheels. And now the Autoart. It does look a lot more detailed. And you can also open up the center console here and see all these switches for the gadgets of the car. Look at that. Wow. And the Autoart also has real carpet inside. The Hot Wheels version does not. It's just plastic. And here's the left side on the Hot Wheels. And here's the left side on the Autoart. But the Hot Wheels version does have a spring-loaded seat. If we press the center console here, the Autoart does not have that, but the seat can be taken out, but not through the roof. As you can see, it's too small. I wonder if it would work on the Hot Wheels. Yeah, it would. But again, the gap on the Autoart looks a lot more movie correct than on the Hot Wheels.
You see the gear lever here? Now, if you take the top off, you'll find a little red button. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Now, why not?
Because you'll release this section of the roof and engage and fire the passenger ejector seat. Whoosh.
Ejector seat? You're joking.
I never joke about my work, 007.
So, which DB5 will take the victory? Is it the Hot Wheels Elite or the Autoart? And it is the Autoart. At least for me it is. The Hot Wheels is by no means bad, but the Autoart is just a tiny bit more detailed and a lot more movie correct, and I like that in a model car. And now it's time for you guys to put something in the comment section to let me know if I did a good job and what you like about the car and which one would you rather like to have. Thank you for watching and you all have a nice day now. Bye.